right. I don't know why this doggone thing is on me. I should restart it. But y'all get to see my ugly face for a moment. And now I'm putting my mask on. Now let's go see what these police devils are doing. I got one approaching me without a mask on. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So you'll notice he does not have a mask on. Now, let's see if he is polite enough to put his mask on when he begins to interact with these people. Because he has a mask. I think I just saw one hanging off his shoulder or something like that. Hey, Raphael, I am a legend in my own mind, period. You know, you have legends in time and then you have legends in their mind. Thank you so much. God bless you. I just do the best I can. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not in landscape, everybody, so do me a favor. Don't start complaining. I didn't want to go in landscape right now. I'm in portrait mode. That's how I felt. And I had to tell Regina earlier. Regina's one of my favorite commenters. She came trying to tell me how to shoot a video, and I blocked her. I think I blocked her. If I didn't, I will be blocking her because I don't have time for people who don't realize that I'm not a professional cameraman, that I'm a pastor. I'm not a professional cameraman. And so my videos are not going to look like something that a professional does. Huh?
What's up, Live?
How you doing? Say, what's up, Live?
What's up, Live?
All right, how y'all doing,
hey,
man?
Go follow me on Mark. Got hard dice. No, yeah.
You don't get no free advertisement. Hey, you don't get no free advertisement. Boy, what's wrong with you? You advertising for free?
Yep.
You gotta give me some money, man.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, follow me at Killer K.
Follow you at who?
Killer K.
Killer K.
Follow me on Maker.
Okay, now which one of y'all can rap? Who can rap?
Oh, me?
Okay, let me hear you.
Spinning bars, licking bars, hitting with the big bars.
What you got?
Hey.
Let me see. What you got?
All right. Hey.
Hook it up.
Hey. Fucking on that bitch. Make that pussy wet. Damn.
Come on, man. Don't be saying all that. You too young to be saying all that. You gotta be PG, man. Parental guidance. Stay out of trouble. Take care of yourself. Read good books. So, officer, thousands of people want to know why you don't have your mask on. Okay, Mayor Garcetti, he said he doesn't have it on. Chief Moore, he said he doesn't have it on. So when you see this video, this is how your police officers do it. This is what they do. Now, you're not 6 feet away from me, but keep in mind that you're disobeying the rules. Okay? Thousands are watching you. I didn't ask you your last name, boy. Just do your job. Your chief will be talking to you. I promise you that. I promise you that. Do your job and shut up. Female police officer, you're very close to her and you don't have a mask on. Can you put a mask on, please? Female police officer, can you put a mask on? You could be exposing her to coronavirus. So there you have it, Chief Moore. The African-American female officer refuses to put a mask on. She's jeopardizing the safety of the woman in handcuffs right now. She's refusing to put a mask on. Get a good look at her, y'all. Get a good look at her. She's a devil. Just like that Hispanic guy standing over there. They're devils. When you finish, officer, get your supervisor here. I want your supervisor. I just asked you for a supervisor. Call him here, please.
What can I tell my supervisor you'd like?
That I need to see him regarding this misconduct that's going on right now. This black female officer, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Moore, Mayor Garcetti, was up in this woman's face and she refused to put a mask on, a mask that's hanging off her pepper spray or whatever that is. Get a good look at her, ladies and gentlemen. She and her partner both are rebels. They don't put masks on. They do what they want to do.
Have a good day, sir.
I didn't ask you to have a good day. Tell your mama to have a good day. Get a good look at that devil, both of them. The black one and the Hispanic one. Get a good look at them devils.
Back up.
What do you mean?
Back up.
I'm talking.
Do not run up to the car. Back
I didn't
up.
run. You get in the car and get out of here, devil. You a thug? What you gonna do? Shoot me?
Get out of the sidewalk.
Now.
Get on
Who
to the
said I
sidewalk.
can't be on the
Get out to the
sidewalk?
sidewalk.
Who
right
says
now.
I can't be on the
Get on
sidewalk?
the sidewalk. You're
Who
standing in
says
the
I
street.
cannot
Don't
be
go
on the
near a
sidewalk?
fucking black and white police
Why are
car,
you
all right?
cussing?
Back up.
Okay,
You
go
get
on.
in the
Because
back
you're not
of the
getting the
street, you're
message.
gonna get a
You're not
ticket.
getting the message. Stay out of the street. Don't
And
ever walk up
and
on a
get the
cop car
message.
like that, okay?
Get a
You got the
supervisor here,
message,
please.
say yes.
Get
Tell me yes.
Get the police
Did you get the
officer here.
message?
Can you get the
Tell me
supervisor
yes.
here? Can
Yeah,
you
he'll
get
come
the
in a second
supervisor
as soon as you tell me yes.
Why do you keep pushing?
Did you tell me
toward
yes?
I'm standing here on the
Do you
wall.
understand?
Why are
Never
you
to go to a
aggressing
police
me?
car like that?
To talk to a police
All
officer?
right, no, don't come up and touch
What's
the
your
car.
last name, sir?
Okay,
Mr. Lee?
It's right
Okay.
there. You can read
Get
it.
the supervisor
We'll
here,
get you a
please.
supervisor.
Get the supervisor. Get a good look at him. He's a devil too. Get a good look at him. And what's your name, black female officer? What's your last name? I have a right to your name. What's your name?
My last name is Conley.
Conley? I will be filing a complaint against you. I will be filing a complaint. Get a good look at that devil. I will be filing a complaint against Conley and Lee. I will be filing a complaint against you. You don't run up on me like that. You don't run up on me like that. Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
It's 100% necessary. I don't know why you're coming up to a car pulling so much work.
Lee,
You're leaving.
Lee,
No, I got no more words for you.
Lee,
You can wait over
I didn't ask you, did you have any words for me? The rules say I need to be 10 feet away from you, and I'm 10 feet away from you. And I'm telling you what you just demonstrated is what is wrong in this country right now. Overreacting, like you're gonna shoot somebody. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe. You have no clue. Yeah, it's very creative. And when I sue your behind, that's gonna be creative also. You're a devil. You're a devil. It's a free country. You're a devil. Wait on your sergeant, devil. And shut up till I tell you to talk again.
No, you don't want to play here like that. All right?
Are you gonna arrest me because you don't like the way I'm talking? You're gonna arrest me because you don't like the way I'm talking?
Never made it. Okay,
I'm 10 feet away from you.
me right now. Unless you got something else to say, I'm gonna deal with the arrest.
Yes, I got something else to say. You're a devil.
All right, I've heard that before.
And your mama's a devil. And your daddy was a child molester. Did y'all see him, ladies and gentlemen? Lee ran up on me like he was gonna shoot me. All super, yes, had his hand on his gun, ran up on me and got in my face with his hand on his weapon. I will get his job. He won't be the first one's job I got, and he won't be the last one. Lee, a devil. Daddy was probably a child molester. Lee probably rapes people after he arrests them. Lee, yes ma'am. Okay. Uh-huh. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what? That's probably obstructing. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm serious. I will obey the rules. I don't like this officer, but there are rules. I can't be making phone calls for you. That would not be appropriate. I can't do that. But I care about you. I care about your situation. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Officer Conley and Lee ran up in my face with his hand on his weapon. And Aunt Jemima over here, you know, when they're a man, we call him Uncle Tom. Aunt Jemima over here will blow your brains out because she rolling with the boys. She's a police thug and a devil. Black Lives Matter. Hands up, don't shoot. The reason those two deputies got shot in Los Angeles was because of people like Conley and Lee. I will never shoot one. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in that. But I see what they are saying. Conley, your mama would not be proud of you. You as black as an ace of spades. You look like Aunt Jemima with that old weird hairdo, make it look like you ain't got no money to get your hair done. You might be a lesbian, who knows? But what I'm telling you is that you are the reason we don't trust police. You ran up in my face with your hand on your weapon simply because I came to the door and said what I'm saying now. Get a good look at that devil. She's a devil. Let me give you a close-up of her. Look at that big lip, Aunt Jemima looking slave over there. Y'all see up close? Big lip. No hair. Pastor Stan, could you ask your daughter to do Officer Conley's hair? Look at his hair. She looks like Aunt Jemima. Poor excuse for a human being. What kind of man would want her, except maybe her bootleg partner over there in the car? What kind of man would want her? Got out of the car, her adrenaline is flowing. And they're wondering why people are shooting cops in this country right now. I don't blame them. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't support shooting them. I don't advocate it. I think it's wrong. But when you do it, I understand exactly why you're doing it. Get a good look at that devil right there. Look at Aunt Jemima. Look at her. Look at her. And back to this buffoon Lee over here. Get a good look at him. Get a good look at Lee. Get a good look at him. He's a devil. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Magic, abracadabra-do. Y'all know why I do what I do, right? And I just got the reaction that I wanted. I want you all to see the way so-called professional LAPD officers react to an unarmed citizen in a suit and tie, Pastor Stan. Did you see it, Pastor Stan? Do I need to say any more? I want this video to be shown in every police academy on how not to handle a citizen. And I want Lee to become a poster boy for this kind of misconduct. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to, I know some of y'all probably say, you should have made that call for. I can't do that. Trust me, there's a thing called obstruction of justice. And if I did that, let me just give you a bad example. What if I made a call for her? Think about it. Listen to me good now. I made a call for her. And 2 minutes later, somebody shows up with a gun and shoots the police. You follow me? You see where I'm going with that? They could blame that on me. So I'm not making calls for people, but I am gonna film. I can't make any calls for you. I can't do that. But I'm gonna make a call on Lee. I'm gonna make a call on Lee. Listen to me good, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get Officer Lee's home address and go in front of his house and protest. We're gonna protest. I said we're gonna protest in front of your house. Do we have a right to protest? Do we have a right to protest peacefully? Do we have a right to protest peacefully in front of any house? Lee, let me try it again. Lee, we have a right to protest peacefully in front of any house in this country. We do have that right. We do have that right. It's not a threat. It's a promise. We're going to protest peacefully. Say it, ladies and gentlemen, peacefully. I have never done anything violent to an officer. I don't do that. I don't do that. You're the dangerous one. I'm not dangerous. Please get a supervisor here, please. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I have requested a supervisor. No supervisor has arrived. Did y'all see that reaction? So my duty when I shoot these videos is to try to draw certain reactions because I want the country to see the problem with policing. Writing it down on a book, writing it in a newspaper, doing a story on it is nothing like seeing it. So here's what I want you to ask yourself. You saw Lee? Go ahead, Joan. I'm not getting you on camera. How you doing? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. So, what was I saying? So here's an unarmed man in suit and tie, and they react. All right, buddy. They react so violently, so belligerently, so viciously to me when they know for a 100% fact that I'm shooting video. So my question to you, my brothers and sisters, is how would Aunt Jemima and Lee have reacted if there were no camera here? They would have beat me down, planted a gun on me, and claimed that I did something wrong. That is exactly what they would have done. And then you heard Lee when I said we're going to protest peacefully in front of your house. You saw him jump back out of the car there. Does this look like a man that might need anger management to you? Does this look like a man that might need anger management to you? You tell me. Would you trust Lee with your 21-year-old son wearing a hoodie in the middle of the night in South Central? I'm just putting the questions out there tonight. Tonight is about questions, food for thought. So what you just saw is how they roll. They are violent, they are vicious, they're disrespectful. And if you don't think I'm going to file a complaint on Lee and Conley, you don't know me like I thought you knew me. Is the supervisor coming, Mr. Lee? All right, thank you. So if you don't think I'm going to file a complaint against Lee and Conley, then you don't know me. I hope this one goes viral. All across this country, I want them to see this violent, vicious reaction that I got from an LAPD on a public street. On a public street. Now you see Aunt Jemima and her partner have their mask on finally. See, they're telling on themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Get a good look. Take a look. Aunt Jemima and her partner, I forgot what he said his last name was. There was a lot of adrenaline here. Have their mask on. But when Aunt Jemima was handcuffing the suspect, when she was right up in the woman's face, no mask. If Officer Connolly, whatever her name is, has coronavirus, there's a strong chance she just gave it to this suspect. So now you could give her a death sentence. You just gave her a death sentence for whatever it is she's accused of doing. What I'm telling you is that's not right. That's not justice. That's not what should happen. I am also telling you, when I say, and think about it, when I was at the car door reminding Connolly that she was a devil, she was cool in the game. I said, I want you to analyze videos. Don't just watch this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Analyze it analytically. When I was, go back and watch it again if you think I'm lying. When I was standing at her door, she was cool. She didn't skip a beat. It was only when she looked and saw her partner Lee running that she followed the leader. So since Lee is running, now I'm upset because I got to do what he does. Ain't no way in the world I can sit here. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel intimidated or none of that. But now that my partner is pretending like he thinks I'm being threatened, I got to jump. And then you saw Connolly's partner jumped out. This is how rat packs happen. This is how they do what they do. One of them is a loose wire and a loose cannon. And as soon as that one reacts violently, everybody else follows the leader. And the problem with calling one of these no-good sergeants is their buddies. Sarge got out, he ain't got no mask on. And look, they all over there. Look, get a good listen. Get a good listen to them devils. Sarge ain't got no mask on. These are comrades. These are friends. These are buddies. He's not going to discipline these guys. Whose word do you think he's going to take? The black citizen or the 4 officers? That's my question to you. That is my question to you. And the sergeant just gave him a pat on the back. So a lot of you say things like, you should have called the supervisor. What I'm telling you is when you call the supervisor, you don't get justice. You get just us. Just us against them. And I have everything I said on video. Every word that I uttered is on video. And yes, we do need to get the home addresses of some of these guys and protest in front of their house peacefully and nonviolently. It is what should be done. It is what can be done. Pastor Stan's gonna love this video. Get a good look at them devils. Everybody got masks on now. You see that? Everybody suddenly got masks on. But please understand that this thing in the middle, you learn this in the military, the sergeant is too close to the private. They're buddies. A few weeks ago, the same sergeant was an officer just like them. Riding in the car with them. Suddenly he has been elevated above them. They have coffee together. They drink together. They race together. He is not going to oppose them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I can guarantee you that. Believe that. Here's the sergeant.
How you doing, sir? I'm Sergeant Garcia. Can I help you today?
Not well at all.
Okay.
You can help me by allowing me to file a complaint immediately on Officer Connolly and on Officer Lee. And I was just telling my thousands of viewers and your mayor who will see this video that what they just saw was police misconduct, and it was a violent overreaction, which is the problem that we have in this country. Okay, first of all, so let me rectify some of the lies they told. First of all, I have a question for you. You might not like this, but if I stood in front of your house and peacefully protested, held up a sign, say something like, Sergeant Garcia is no good, is that against the law?
If you're standing there, yeah, but if you're moving, no.
Okay, thank you. So I'm fast forwarding, get into the tail end before I get to the beginning. So I said to Lee, or to my viewers, I said, maybe we should get Lee's address and go protest in front of his house. He jumped out of the car. Is that a threat? How was that a threat? Protest peacefully in front of someone's house. I will admit it's offensive. I wouldn't want you in front of my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. You don't want that. But Sergeant, I'm gonna say this, and again, I know you're gonna believe your officer, but let me say this. And I want to get your email address too, even after the complaint, because I want to send you the video. This should be a training video because what they did was wrong. Here's what I did. I'm demonstrating now.
Absolutely.
So the car's getting ready to leave. I say, get a good look at it. Get a good look at that devil. Get a good look at it. Get a good look. Lee jumps out of his car, runs over to me. Now, I mean, here he is. What are you doing? Why you? What you doing, man? Aggressing me, and then calmly gets out of the car. That's, again, the training video is important because while I was talking to her, she wasn't moving a muscle.
Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead.
You're not on camera.
You know, I have no idea what's going on over here, so
And the camera's on the ground.
I'm not worried about it. It's fine, sir.
Okay. So, what was my point? Okay, so if I'm talking to you in your car, and let's just say you sitting there, you're like, you don't really care. Lee jumps over. After he aggresses me, then she jumps out of the car. After she jumps out, then her partner jumps out, and they're all surrounding me. And I remind them, you're on camera. Everything I did is on camera. And I'm gonna show it to you. And when you see it, you're gonna tell me you did this wrong, or you did that right, or you had a valid point. My point is simple. Overreaction, Sergeant. That's what's wrong in this country now. They put a 10 on a 3. Maybe Lee could have said, hey man, don't get so close to the car. Can you back up? But to jump and lunge at me, like I can show you in video, and to threaten to arrest me and all that stuff there, improper conduct. So what I would like for you to do for me is to take a complaint on Officer Lee and on Officer Conley, because I did nothing wrong.
We'll start off by me getting information. And to be fair, I mean, you know, seeing it from our perspective in today's climate, day and age, a lot of people, you know, we just had that ambush of those deputies. So, you know, having somebody come, you know what I'm saying, having somebody, you got to admit that it'll make...
I see both sides of the story.
Yeah, and that's all I'm asking, that you see both sides of the story.
And I will continue to. And Sergeant, here's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to get you guys to talk to us guys, the preachers in the community, and see if we can bring this thing down a little bit. I don't want to see you shot, Sergeant.
Absolutely.
I don't want that.
I hope not.
And I don't want to be shot.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And look, it's a sad day when I get pulled over by the police officers. And instead of me saying, man, I'm gonna have a ticket coming. Oh man, I will speed. Man, I hope they don't shoot me, man. I hope they don't shoot. Many of us feel that way right now. It works both ways. You all bear some responsibility, and so do we.
Absolutely.
I believe the community can do some stuff. We need to do something. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you stop me for speeding, guess what I do? I put both of my hands out the window. First thing Sergeant Garcia gonna say, well, he ain't trying to shoot me, that's for sure. He's, you know, it's just my way of letting you know I'm unarmed and I'm gonna cooperate. I might not like the doggone ticket, but we're gonna be at the top.
You're all right.
And this is proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I got stopped on by a motorcycle car, Officer Gonzalez.
Okay.
You might know him, it was in this area. Gonzalez, motorcycle car. I got my hands out the window. A good cop. He walks up to me and shakes my hand. I'm like, what in the, you know, huh? And then he talks to me. He writes a warning and asks me to slow down. And I go and make a letter of commendation because he did a great job. I'm not anti-police at all, but I am anti-violence. And I'm gonna repeat for the third time. Lee totally overreacted. And the problem is, it's like that's why some people call the police gangs. As soon as he did what he did, everybody else followed suit.
So let me ask you this, sir. So you see it from both sides. You admit
I do.
You see that.
Yes.
Are you willing to do a sit down with them, what we call the ACR, alternate conflict resolution? I'll take your information.
You know what?
It'll still get submitted.
100% willing.
We'll settle this. We'll all get together.
100% willing, Sergeant Garcia. 100% willing.
All right.
And you can tell him that.
Okay.
And I'll leave on good. All I would say to him, eyeball to eyeball, with the camera off or on, I just say, Lee, just tone it down a little bit. Man, I get it. You guys are, it's heightened alert right now. You're a little bit.
Absolutely.
I told my brother the other day, I said, look, we scared, but you know what? Here's the flip side of what I just told you. When you pull us over in the middle of the night, you scared too. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what and I don't mean cowardly scared. I'm saying your adrenaline's rushing. You don't know what am I dealing with here.
So,
go ahead.
Do you have your ID so I get your information?
Sorry.
If you have it, if not, I'll just get it.
No, I'll give you my name. The ID thing, that sounds like I'm a suspect. Come on now.
No, hey.
Yeah, I don't.
It just makes it easier, but that's all right. Either way, what's your last name, sir?
Manning.
Manning. First name?
SHER. Man. How long you think it'll be? A couple of weeks before we sit down and wait? Because I'm interested in
we
doing
can do
this.
this ASAP.
Yes,
so,
please
so
do.
it's- So I'm gonna be honest with you. So you understand where we're coming from too. I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
I could do it where I could have a talk with them, but if you still want,
No, I
you
want to
still
sit
do
down.
a formal,
I want to
okay,
be
then
formal.
we're gonna do it that way.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do is I'll get your information.
And you don't even have to list it as a
If-
complaint if you're gonna make it a formal sit down. You could. All I want is I want a mandatory meeting
Okay.
where I can talk. I'm not gonna be cussing him out. No, I'm gonna be totally
Absolutely.
respectful, but I'm gonna say what and I'd like for you to be there
Okay.
and just handle it that way.
So we can even do this sometime later on today, possibly.
What
I'm
time
not
is it?
100% sure.
Okay, what time is it?
But if you don't, I'll schedule it with you. We
Do
can
you work
that.
tomorrow?
Yes.
Because I think tomorrow will be better because it gives him a chance to cool off.
I got right.
I want him to cool
okay.
off. Okay?
It
So
just has to be
tomorrow
a
or the
where-
next day
it
or
has
the
to
next
be a
day?
day where we're all
Yes.
they're working.
So let's do this.
Okay.
Let's just try to do it on or before Friday.
I'll try to make that happen.
Okay,
What's
thank
your
you.
date of birth, sir?
12/30. Wait a minute. Why is my date of birth a part of a complaint? I'm complaining against him.
I know when you fill out the form, all this is the information I got to
I
enter.
have to
If you
disagree
don't
with
have
that,
to, if you
Sergeant.
don't want
No,
to,
yeah,
that's
because
fine.
I filed a complaint before. None of that was necessary. That's
I-
another thing. We tired of
going
giving.
up here.
We
If you
tired of
don't
giving.
want to, I'm not gonna force
Yeah,
you.
we
You know what
tired
I'm
of look. We tired of giving out so much information.
Okay. Yeah, I don't make the forms.
But I got a
just fill
question
them
for
out.
you too. Look, on another subject.
Okay.
How long you been a police officer?
20 years.
20. How long you been a sergeant?
Just over 3.
Okay. When you stop someone, speeding, what have you, when you run that tag, what comes up on your screen?
The person's, if it's valid,
Uh-huh.
the year, info, type of vehicle, and the registered owner's information.
Okay. And the insurance carrier?
No. That's not part of the process. We don't get that information.
And also told me that my insurance comes up.
No.
Okay. All right. But all that other stuff comes up.
Yeah. Your vehicle, if
Okay.
it's
All right.
if it's registered
All
up to date, and then who's the registered owner. That's all we get.
Because this is a discussion for another day and another time. But what I'm trying to prevent is us from having to reach for anything. I wish everything was on the screen. That
Yeah,
way,
fortunately,
you know what I mean?
DMV
That way you don't have to
yeah.
say, can you reach around and get your, oh, I got to reach in the glove compartment. You know, it takes down a lot of tension.
You got some there, but that's above my pay grade. You have to go to some people, and that would be.
But can't you see how that would be helpful for everybody?
Absolutely.
And this is 2020.
Hey, believe me, that makes it easier for all the officers on the street because it's like, for
Yes.
one, we don't want them reaching in,
Thank
and
you.
we don't have to.
Thank you.
2, half the time, some people can't find it. They you know,
You just rambling
they,
for an hour.
They forgot to put it in their
Right,
car.
right,
They just got the
right,
new card,
right,
and it, you know.
right. Well, I'm going to advocate that we put more information on that screen so that when you come to my car, you already know who I am. And if my license is suspended, you know that already. It ain't even,
Yeah.
that's not a discussion. I don't need to see them.
Okay.
You're driving on suspended license.
Your phone number, sir?
213
213.
858
Okay.
2608.
2608, and your address if you want to provide that.
My address is the United States of America, Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, California. Fair
Yes.
enough. So this is what's going to happen, Mr. Manning.
Uh-huh.
Like I explained to you, so I'll go off, fill out the paperwork, and I'll be in contact with you if this is a good phone number,
Yes.
a cell phone.
24 hours.
And I'm going to coordinate, and we're going to have a sit down, and we're going to have an open dialogue, and hopefully.
And in the midst of having this dialogue, understand this. I pastor a church. We house the homeless every day of the week.
Okay.
You're not out of the Newton division, are you?
No,
Okay.
77th right
I was
here.
going to say, Newton Captain Alex Bias, I know him well. I got photos of him. He came to my homeless party. He did a good deed. Look, we bust people in from Skid Row to the homeless party, right? Bust them in on buses. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's my business card.
And here's what happened. The bus driver decided, I ain't taking these homeless people back. So we had 132 people who couldn't get home. Captain Alex Bias got a police bus to take them back where they were going. I've seen officers do a lot of good things.
Oh,
I just want,
the majority, 99% of them are out here doing.
I ain't going with the 99.
Right.
Now,
No.
come on.
99, I'm gonna stick to that number,
But,
right?
okay,
We'll
you got that
agree to
right. You got
disagree.
that right. There you go. There you
We'll
go. There you go.
disagree.
You know,
I'll stick to that
but let's
number.
face it. In every profession, there
You're
are
gonna
some
have
bad apples.
Absolutely. If I'd be lying to you if I said
Thank
no.
you. And the problem I have, I'm gonna get the kids on video. And the problem I have is the code of silence. That's the problem. And it is a code of silence. You don't have to confess to it. You can pretend not to know about it. But every officer I've ever talked to off the record and out of uniform, and I know a lot of, I got officers in my family, they're like, man, if I tell on them, I'm gonna be considered all right. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with me anymore. So we gotta figure out a way again.
You know, nowadays with the cameras, there's cameras everywhere. These guys, most of these guys, they're all doing the right thing. They're scared to lose their job.
I
They don't
disagree with
wanna
that.
lose
That
their
sounds
job,
good
you know?
theoretically.
All right, we'll
But
leave it at that also.
what Lee just did, I don't know whether his body camera was on or not, but mine was on.
So
And he
let-
did this with a camera
Okay.
on.
So let's sum this up again. So
Okay.
So they're out here conducting an investigation.
Yes.
You go up to near the car. About how far from the car did you go with the camera?
4 feet.
So you went about 4 feet from the vehicle with your camera, and what exactly you were just doing your First Amendment?
No, I had already talked with Officer, the black lady, Conley, I think she is.
Yeah,
I had already spoken with her,
and
I
had nothing to do with this investigation.
No, I came up after they already had the lady in handcuffs.
And you were just
recording them, and the lady in the car, the suspect, asked me to make a phone call for her. I told her that I could not do that because I thought that would be sort of like obstructing justice. Again, I told you, I try to see things from both aspects. Here's why I wouldn't do it. What if I call a number for her and 2 minutes later somebody shows up and shoots the officer?
Absolutely.
Obstruction of justice, and my behind will be in handcuffs, and I don't blame him. So I said, no, I'm not gonna make a call for you. No. But I asked the black female, can you put a mask on? You have this lady in handcuffs, and you're not in a mask. You could be giving her corona, she could be giving you corona. I happen to know that several LAPD officers have died from coronavirus. She blew me off, and her partner blew me off. Suddenly, when you're on your way here, everybody found a mask. It's a question. And so then she got in her car, and they were actually getting ready to leave. I said, can you call a supervisor? Somebody said, I will. And then as they were driving away, I said, okay, there he is. Get a good look at it. Get a good look at that devil. Get a good. And she's still sitting there.
A good look at that devil?
At that devil. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't do no lying. I said, get a good look at that devil. That's what I said. That's what I meant. She was behaving like a devil. Sometimes I behave like a devil. We all do. You know the old saying, the devil made me do it? Okay, so she's sitting in the car, Sergeant Garcia, looking at me, not saying one mumbling word, still getting ready to leave. The loose cannon runs over here and rushes me. Hey, wait a minute. And I told you everything that happened after that. Then she got out. Then her partner got out. And what I'm telling you, and I know you got, if there had been no camera, they would have beat me down and swore up and down that I aggressed them. You got to watch this video. And on the sit down, I hope Lee will watch that part where he rushed me.
So your complaint is the way they came at you aggressively?
Aggressively, yes,
and that's
absolutely.
Officer Lee?
And Officer Conley.
And Officer Conley.
Yes.
Both of them approach you aggressively?
Yes.
And can you describe what you mean by aggressively? Did they say
like they were getting ready to attack me, and the words coming out of Lee's mouth were very disrespectful.
What made you feel that they were going to attack you, or in their?
I felt completely threatened by their aggressiveness, by their body language, and by the fact that Lee had his hand on his weapon.
Okay.
And when we have to sit down, I'd like for him to see the video. I want him to see how he reacted.
You know, they put my email on.
Oh yeah, is it on there? Yeah, please. Yeah, because I'm gonna send it to you. Okay. And when I see you, I want you to give me an honest opinion. You don't have to give it to me on camera. I want you to just tell me straight up, yeah, that was a little bit aggressive. Or no, they were completely in line with the policy and this, that, and the other. Because I guarantee you, that was overboard. I have police officers who watch my videos. One of them is a lieutenant. He has already commented. He said, you should be suing Lee. You could have had a heart attack right there. With all the, just like you're saying with the deputies ambush, with the black men being shot right now, I could have had a heart attack. Wait a minute, now you've been 20 years. Why you only got 3 hash marks right there?
I'm about to hit the 20-year mark in December.
But how much does each one of those?
That'll be the 4th. I'm about to get a 4th.
How much does each one?
5 years.
Oh, see, the military is 3 years.
4. Well, it depends what branch. I was in the Marines too.
How many are theirs?
And theirs is also 4. Every 4 years you get. Well, I'm sorry. There you get one every 4 years. Here it's every 5 years.
Okay. And like the Department of Corrections, every 3 years.
Okay. So they got.
Because I have an uncle who's a captain with them. I grew up with a lot of respect for law enforcement. I know we need you guys, but you guys got to realize you need us too.
Absolutely.
If we can just work together, and I have several pastors who are willing. They're like, man, can we get together with these guys? I don't want to be the enemy. And I don't want to be talking about, when I say FTP, I mean film the police, not FU. I'm not disrespectful like that. I don't think you're a pig and all these other nasty names. I think you're a professional officer who is supposed to be serving and protecting the community. And some of them do that well.
I appreciate that. I'm going to get the incident number to put it on here.
Okay, thank you. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Stan, this is a new one. I'm actually going to sit down with this devil. How do you think about that, Pastor Stan? I'm going to sit down with Lee and Conley, make they butt watch the video, and ask them straight up, can you truly tell me that this was not overly aggressive? Can you truly tell me that? And we're going to take it from there. And Pastor Stan, I hope you can be with me.
Here's my business card once again.
Okay.
I put on here that I responded to take a complaint intake. You agreed to an ACR, which is an alternate conflict resolution, where we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about this. Mm-hmm. That's my email address right there.
Okay, great. What happened to the purple card you had? Oh, that's the same one? Oh, see, I noticed that most of the guys don't have purple. What, do you have to pay more for this or something?
I had to pay out of pocket for these. I want to get the fancier one.
Hey, look, you want one like the lieutenant had, right?
Right.
Okay, well, look,
So
you've been very cordial and professional, man. I appreciate you. And I'm sorry we had to call you, but let's see. Maybe something positive can come out of this.
And I'll be reaching out to you.
213-858-2608.
Okay, Mr. Manning.
Okay, have a good night here. Take care. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get out of here. I'm actually going to leave now. Pastor Stan, what do you think? I'm going to sit down with this fool. I'm going to sit down with these clowns, with these devils, and yeah, I'm still calling them that. And they got to watch this video and tell me what their reaction was. What y'all think, everybody? How y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Yeah, calling somebody a devil is a crime, boil corruption. You didn't know that? A crime. Think about it. Calling somebody a devil is now a crime. That's what moved him. And then watch this here. Watch this here. Watch this here. When I said we're going to get your address, y'all got to go back and watch this video again. Do me a favor, everybody. Listen, I ain't going to just keep talking. I want everybody to share this video with your friends and say, watch how they aggress the pastor. And watch this. I still might sue Lee. Oh, I just looked this way. See, the sergeant knows something right didn't go down. He knows that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be talking about, can we sit down? He knows something went down that was not right, Pastor Stan. And like you said, Pastor Stan, when you put a complaint on him, they can't promote the sergeant. So he wants his buddy Lee to still be able to promote. So we can sit down and have an ACR and I drop the complaint. It's all good in the hood. But watch this, Pastor Stan. You can be with me. That's why I didn't want to do it today, because I know Pastor Stan, he's counseling people right now. Y'all don't know all the stuff the pastor have to go through. We have a lot. Pastor Stan is counseling people right now, this minute, trying to save somebody else's marriage, trying to save somebody else's family, trying to save somebody else's son or daughter. That's what my good friend Pastor Stan from Beacon Light is doing right now. And I know he couldn't join me tonight. I'm going to try to see if he can go with me when we have this sit down and watch this, Pastor Stan. We're going to go through the motions. I'm going to talk, listen. Maybe the guy will apologize. He probably won't. He's very cocky. But even if he does apologize, Pastor Stan, you got my word. When the meeting is over, I'm going to say, oh, by the way, I'm not dropping a complaint. I ain't dropping no complaint. I'm going to have to sue this guy, because that can be intimidating when you're being surrounded by Glocks, surrounded by weapons, and all you're doing is talking. And if you can't be professional enough, courageous enough to take this dangerous job, get another job. These guys are supposed to be professionals. They make more than $100,000 a year, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of training are we giving them when they are not able to understand this man shoots videos all the time, he calls us devils all the time, and he walks to the car door, not pulling on the car door, windows rolled up. Woman is cool. I think her window was cracked a little bit because she could hear me. She was cool. And then suddenly her partner runs and aggresses me. Now she gets out and aggresses me and her partner, and now we got you. Okay? That's going to cost you. Keep the faith. Subscribe to Mark Adams on YouTube. Share this video with your friends. I'm Pastor Sherman D.Manning. Yes, we can. Worship Center. This one should go viral. And guess what, Pastor Stan? Whenever we do have our sit-downs with them, I want this video showed in every academy. I want officers to see how not to handle an incident. That's what I want them to see. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want them to see. Amen. Thank you. Mentally unstable, Solo. Or Seb, S-E-B. Lee going to buy your church van. Who is Lee? Oh, I got the point. Somebody just posted a comment, Pastor Stan. They say, Lee gonna buy your church van. With that money, he gonna have to pay me for what he just did. What if I'd had a heart attack, ladies and gentlemen? I'm human too. Y'all know I got Holy Ghost boldness and all that, right? But I'm human. What if I had a heart attack right then? Why don't I go get my blood pressure checked right now, Pastor Stan, because I might be suffering from some after effects of this terroristic act that just happened to me. Oh, look, I didn't just start doing this yesterday. I know how to take the truth and make it work for you. I'm troubled by what just happened to me. I'm flabbergasted. I might have nightmares. It might disrupt my sleep that these officers almost attacked me physically and set me up on a fake charge. And he was looking for something. Did you hear? You gonna get my home address? How you going? I wanted to say that N-word. I rarely ever say it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm on camera. But you heard the sergeant? No, it's not illegal to protest in front of somebody. It sure ain't. It sure ain't. But what did Lee say? I'm going to take that as a threat. So you lied. Your sergeant just admitted that you lied when he said it's not a threat. And every word I have is on video. So they would have tried to go the extra mile and lock me up and say he felt threatened. Then I'm going to say, okay, listen to the video. Do not be armed. Peacefully protest in front of his house if you find his address. That word peacefully means nonviolent, and it means follow the law. I got to go, y'all. I got to go. I got to go. Pastor Stan, my girl waiting on me. Supposed to take her to a restaurant tonight. Pastor Stan, you paying tonight? I'm joking. Pastor Stan paid for my dinner 2 times with me and my girlfriend, and Pastor Stan is going to be contributing to buying the van for the church on October 30th. I don't know how much he's going to give, but it's going to be nice, whatever it is. 100, 200, whatever he gives is going to be a blessing because he has given consistently. So that's the thing about Pastor Stan. He didn't just show up yesterday. He's been giving. He's planted seeds into this ministry. That's why God blesses him with that big old house he got over there in Elk Grove. You know I ain't gonna tell y'all what nobody stayed. Not nobody that I care about. Got that big old house with all them cars in that garage and living large. But he also worked at Frito-Lay for 33 years. Keep that in mind. For y'all say, oh, all them preachers got all that money. It ain't even about that. Pastor Stan was pastoring and working a job. 33 years at Frito-Lay. Getting up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning going to work. And now he just retired recently. And he is a good man, and he's my friend, and we've grown very, very close. I can confide in him. I can get him to pray for me. He'll lift my spirit when I'm down. You know, we low ride together. We witness together. You know, we do what we do. God is good. Keep the faith, everybody. October 30th, we're buying a new van for Yes We Can Worship Center. If you would like to contribute toward that van, go to yeswecanworshipcenter.org, scroll down to the bottom of the page, click the orange Donate Now button, send your donation. Remember this, I need y'all to hear me, ladies and gentlemen. No donation is too large or small. Quit thinking because you can't send $500 or because you can't send $5,000 or he don't want my little old donation. If 100 of y'all send $5 right now, that's $500. That's a good start. That's a good start. If you want to help. If you don't want to help, don't help. You feel me? Holler at your boy, I'll holler back. I love you with the love of the Lord. I've been saying for the longest, one of my tactical, strategic methodologies is to try to draw a reaction from the police so that you all can see how unprofessional they are. And I have said, if they will react this way, with a man in a suit and tie, clearly not armed, you know, they can say, oh, I don't know what he got in his jacket, but my hands are totally visible. Okay, clearly not armed, a pastor, and they know I'm recording, and they still won't put on a mask, won't do this, won't do that, and then roll up on me and threaten to assault me with their actions. If they will react that way, I will ask you once again, I want everybody to go back and watch this video again, and I want you to see Officer Lee very, very closely, and then see Conley follow the leader, and then see her partner in her car follow the leader, and I want you to ask yourself, what would they have done to the preacher? If it was a little darker at that time, and the preacher didn't have no handcuffs on. I'm sorry, didn't have a camera in his hand. I'll be in handcuffs right now in the back of one of them cars with my lip busted and my nose broken. And when they write the report, and Pastor Manning was extremely aggressive when he ran up to the car, and I did not know whether he had a weapon or not, and he was making threatening comments. And you know, they know how to write it, baby. They know how to lie. And every last one, I'm gonna sign off on it. And I've been going off to jail for something that I did not do. And I know what it's like to go off to jail for something that I did not do. Lord have mercy. Something's got to change.